Lord, we gonna open with Kira getting a house for scammer influencer B. Simone. Now, what I appreciate with this is a $548,000 two-bedroom, two-bath condo. That's pretty reasonable. That's like a reasonable mortgage. That's actually like, okay, that's, it's high end, but it's still regular money. That is the majority of your deals. I love that they weren't showing her nothing $5 and $6 million. Yes, this is actually feasible. This is why they're closing deals on this show and not selling Tampa. Don't nobody want that dated shit for $7 mil? Those concrete walls just looked unfinished to me. Very Gabrice and Gabrici. Girl, we looking at this closet and this bathroom. I think she might need to bump up the budget. Meanwhile, with Kiana. Now, Kiana, I can see you helping out your family a bit, but you gotta let them brothers and sisters strive for themselves. And your mama need to get a job too while you at it. You ain't gotta put everybody on your back. Oh, Kiana got a corny husband. Good, that means he ain't cheating. So Kiana tells her husband about Rob's proposal. And she said, I ain't having it. Try to soak me for 500 large. Well, it was 500 small, but still, the soaking. And not that Mormon soaking. He said, I thought she would have done that on the strength of us being friends. She ain't friends with us. She ain't friends with me or you. Oh, she has done her math. She was looking to make a quick $13,000, and I wasn't here for that. A quick $13,000. How much were you gonna make though? Were you going to make millions? Were you going to clear a couple $100,000 where it's like you couldn't break her off? I don't know if she's being stingy or you're being cheap. And you couldn't have counter offered and said, okay, well, what about $250? I mean, you gotta pay to play. Kiana said, this heifer's on a real slow path. I never see her working with nobody, so why should I collaborate? So you can be on the show. Oh, Kiana said, I want a collective no. I don't just want to say no. I want everyone else to remember why they should say no to you too. Not a Queen BT. Dang, Kira's house burned down too? Meanwhile, across town, Tiffany is trying to work while her kids is being loud. I'm confused. Your husband quit his job to help you go to work with your anxiety rather than just bringing home the bacon himself. So I guess you make more money. Like, who got time to quit their job to make sure you would work? I understand the support, but I was just like, okay, all right. I feel old. She's teaching him how to drive, and she's like, okay, you've got the camera here. And I'm like, I've never even driven a car with a camera. I was strictly rear view, side mirror, adjust. Girl, you need to hire somebody to teach your little Mr. Magoo how to drive. Tiffany and her man are celebrating their 13th mon anniversaire. And y'all's outfits look about 13 years old, so I believe it. And she hanging out with Tiana and Arnold. I wonder if they're going to get to Rob's pitch. And now we talk about how we may seem friendly, but we're not really that friendly. I'm not the friendliest of the friendly friends. Well, I'm friendly, but somewhat friendly, but not really friendly. Okay, heifers, we get it. You focused on your men and your families, whatever. I wonder what life would be like for Tiana if she ever opened her eyes. And now we get to talking about the shade thrown at the Brokers Open. The air was definitely thick. Yeah, thick and humid because nobody would pay to run the AC. Cheap Carlos King Productions, I'm telling you. Watch out for the lights, girls. Watch out for the lights. Ask Elise Neal. So Tiffany asks her husband, Rob, I don't know her, has invited us out to dinner to hear a business proposal. And Kiana don't want to do business with her. Not business, business. They're two separate things. Tiffany said, and Crystal gonna be there, and we in direct competition, so why would I go around heifers I don't trust? Tiffany said, this heifer tried to get me out the business when I had my third baby. I don't mess with him. Now we have Rob showing an apartment to a first-time buyer. Also, huge majority of your deals. I see why people were more excited about this show because this is more real estate. See, they got people actually putting in office for this. Wow. A real estate show where they actually move properties. I can't believe it. However, across town with Tiana, she's going to see Modern Luxury Interiors Atlanta. Oh, she's up for an award tonight. She won Best Social Media Campaign. Well, you got on OWN, so I guess you should win that. You know, she kind of reminds me of Jennifer Williams if she was competent. But after the award ceremony, all talk turns to Robin's dinner. How do you feel about it? Tiffany said, well, it's very funny that Robin's inviting me to the event. If T and Kira go, I'ma go, but I ain't got no business with the heifer. She sells in the Healy, and I mean, you don't even have parking at the Healy. It's not everybody's niche. I smell the shade. However, Robin and Crystal have stopped following Tiana on social media. So it's time for the meeting. The Ponderosa, if you will. Christy don't know how the heifer's gonna take the idea. Kiana wants to know, why are we here? We're here so you can give her your ass to kiss. That's why you're here, at least. You're here to toot and boot. Kira's just shocked because I've never met her, but she stopped following me a year ago, so I'm just shocked. So everybody's sitting down and Rob comes in and she's giving me a Lizzie T. These women are just beautiful and they're stylish. Okay, maybe that's why you don't get along with the women's, is because you want one. So she starts to break down how they could form this mega agency, everyone with their own area of expertise. Condos, luxury, athletes, closing. Too many sequins. It's Atlanta, somebody gotta have on too many sequins, and it's Tiana. Oh, Lord. So here comes Kiana. Before we start collaborate, because I've collaborated with a lot of women, first, whenever it starts with first, it's never going to be good. We have to first have a level of trust and respect before that. And we don't, because you tried to soak me for 13 large. Unlike you, I was building at the time. That was the last interaction we had. Oh, so we ain't gonna interact no more? No, I'm just saying that was the last interaction we had. Okay, get your Nene on, Kiana. So Crystal kind of jumps in and says, yes, unlike you, because you weren't building. Shut up. Crystal, I'm talking to her. Crystal, I mean, you shouldn't have butt in, but Rob didn't have to be that disrespectful. I upset you last year and you've held on to that grudge for such a long time. It's been a year and y'all have never cleared the air. And you're going to say, well, can we just move past this? Yeah, I tried to get $13,000 out of you. What of it? Sorry you're pissed. She don't give a shit. Crystal said, well, it's okay for her to still be uncomfortable about it. Crystal, why are you still working with this heifer? Carlos Queen knows how to find the most dysfunctional heifers in Atlanta. He's got them on speed dial. So now Rob's saying, well, Kiana, I was going through some serious mental situations. I guess that explains that shit on your head. Kiana said, let's not deflect. Don't discount. Well, you got a discount perm in that head. That's a discount suit you got on. So you already started the discount. Kiana said her apology doesn't feel genuine. Her apology wasn't an apology. Tiffany says, now look, maybe you two should have a private conversation and you could really suss this out because I too have had mental issues. And you helped me through. So let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Nah, she don't deserve the benefit of nobody's doubt. She's an asshole. Just like Kenya Moore. Now everybody may not think Kenya Moore is an asshole, but her husband sure does. She's gonna say, yes, you don't get dressed, you don't wash up, you don't answer the phone even if it's money on the line. But you sure did scam her out of 13,000 real quick, so you was able to focus on that coin. I cannot believe Tiffany gonna say, Robin feels so attacked. Robin been attacking everybody else, but now that they bringing her the same energy, oh, she can't hack it. Oh, goodness, she needs to do something with that head. Oh God, this is worse than that lint ball Kim Fields had on her head. God, now this heifer whining. Y'all unfollowed me on social media. Maybe it was boring. Maybe they just didn't feel like looking at your happy butt every 10 minutes. Good Lord. I love mute features now because, I muted a whole bunch of people. But if you unfollow them, why did you unfollow me? Because I'm going to catch up with you in real life. Because when I want to see your shit, I'll see your shit. Maybe you post too much. Maybe you ugly. Maybe your houses are cheap. When two people I've engaged with unfollow me on social media, it's just like, what did I do? Sometimes it's not about you. This shady heifer. Coming in as a new agent, a lot of older agents, I'm young. A lot of older. And Rob's looking every bit of Karen Huger her first season on Potomac, which was a little rough. Everybody just sipping they drink. Like you ain't gonna be older one day. But oh yeah, the end of the table is getting a hearty laugh at Rob's expense. This heifer gonna get up with a, well, look at me. Maybe not older, maybe more senior. Senior? Tiana doubled down, said, no, it's older too. Well, I've sold 165 properties. In how many years? 165 properties is a lot, especially since 2012. And this girl gonna say, well, I just graduated high school. That's a very high school response. I ain't gonna argue with no babies. I got kids your age. See, now, Rob, how you gonna talk down to the heifer? Although she was throwing age shade, so a good turn deserves another. Oh, her name is Kira. She said, look, you've been on my DMs. Don't invite me to dinner as a fan, but then act like a up. But you started with the older agents. So Crystal finally says, look, I unfollowed you. I thought you were bomb and gorgeous. However, Rob's just not letting them go forward. You're mad at me about Instagram. It's not that serious, baby. Gosh, every time Crystal tries to speak, mind your business, Crystal. Ooh, Kara said she shit on me. Did you say anything? Go sit back down in your green chair. Rob is a wicked stepmother. But oh God, Crystal, why did you put this dress on? Lord, when did the ice capades become fashion statements? I'm sick of it. And Atlanta just won't let it go. Anywhere you go in Atlanta, you gotta look like you about to put on some skates for Disney. So again, Tiffany's trying to get Rob to stay. Rob didn't say she was going nowhere. So Kira tells Robin, look, what you were saying was offensive. And Rob says, Kira, how old are you? Crystal said, well, what's age got to do with it? Because she's acting like a child, that's why. No, well, I mean, she is whining about Instagram. I just feel like, girl, you could have found a better plot line than that. You unfollowed me. I don't need to follow that many people. I rotate them in and out. Your pictures were boring. I've seen the houses before. Crystal, don't say stop to me like that. Back up. Rob is just always so hard on Crystal. Then Kiana pipes up, no, this isn't a misunderstanding. It was the full launch of a real estate firm. I've already said I'm sorry. How many times do I have to say it? Well, you never really said it once. Oh, Lord, now that's the problem with women. They want to keep digging and digging and digging. Fascinating. I don't have the mental space. Crystal, stop telling me to stop, Crystal. No, because you're triggered. You're triggered. Lord, you tell her she's triggered. She really gets triggered. Triggy boo. You want me to show you triggered? She gives me an older version of Professor Carrie Hilson. She is an asshole. Thank goodness, because otherwise the show would be boring. I gotta say, I'm here for it. I'm gonna catch up on Selling It in Tampa and compare the two. But I'm definitely here for this one. I've never seen her so riled up where she could not be calmed down by my words. You knew she did not like the word triggered, but you kept saying it to get up under her skin. It's your way of getting a moment. I know what you're pulling, Heifer, but you can play her like a piano. A frizzy-headed piano. Well, I'ma see you soon for selling it in Tampa. You're not on my team. You're not on my team. You're triggered. You're triggered. And she's saying it like this. She's saying it with the color purple finger. You're triggered. You're triggered. Until you do right by me, you'll be triggered.